It is Katrina Roddy of Dreamford University here in the lab today to explain something in the business side. So, what am I explaining today? I am explaining customer avatars. I've explained some other things in my series of Explain, but I get the most questions from business individuals or people just starting off in their business about a customer avatar. Um, this came up because I hear a lot of people tell me that anybody is their client and everybody is their client. And for those of you who are in business and know business already, you know that's not true. Everybody cannot be your client. People always say, oh, I can do anybody. Anybody who got some money, I can do it. That's not true because, first of all money is not good money. Keep that in mind. Take that to the grave with you. And then everybody can't be your client. So we are here today to explain how to narrow it down to that one person, give that person a name, give that person a description. Now you can see that person in your mind visually, this person that you've made up that will help you. That will help you uncover and help you with your messaging and help you with all of those things. And that person is your customer avatar. So let's start with target market. Please like and subscribe and go through any other explains that I've had, and I'm trying to explain it to my best ability, and then I'm also giving you worksheets along the way. So at the end of this, I'll talk about what I can help you with immediately to help you identify your customer avatar, take you through a questionnaire. But before I do that, I need to explain it. So I'm going to start off by talking about your target market. Your target market is a broad group of people who might buy from you. We got to think of their demographics. You got to think of their, and demographics are age, gender, location, their income. You want to hear about their lifestyle, their interests, their values. All of those things play into a target market. If you're visual, your target market's out here. This is where your target market is. It's a whole bunch of people. So I think a lot of people stay in their target market, and that's why they think that they can sell to anyone, because it's a broader band of individuals. But then we want to go in and make it go to the subset, which is your ideal client. Your ideal client is about right here. So you got a target market, and we're going to squeeze it in to figure out who the best fit of that target market is, and that is your ideal client. Your ideal client, once you narrow it down, you want to ask yourself, who do I enjoy working with the most? So some people may have bought from me in this target market, but once I came in, who do I enjoy working with? Who values what I offer enough to pay? Let me say that again. Who values what I offer enough to pay? So you're looking for that person in this space. Who has the problem that I want to solve? I'm gonna go off on a tangent a little bit and talk about the problem. What problem are you solving? I tell people all the time, don't start a business, solve a problem. For me, I solved a problem with youth development in our neighborhood schools. I felt that a lot of things have been taken out of the school systems, and we hear this all the time. I didn't learn this in school. So I took it upon myself to say, let me go back and put some of those things back into the school systems and started teaching youth entrepreneurship. Like, people are not teaching you entrepreneurship in schools. Now it's becoming more common, but it still has a long way to go. So that is the skill that I bring there. So I am solving the problem of young people not understanding ownership, or not understanding real estate, and not understanding how to even start a business. You have so many people out here who have businesses, and they've started them, but not really sure what the business part of it is. So that's where I come in. So I am going to circle back to what I was talking about. Who has the problem that you are solving and is motivated to fix their problem? We're still in the ideal client space. So target market, ideal client, we are looking for the best fit now, right? All right, now that we have the best fit, let's take it even further. Let's squeeze it in until we find our customer avatar. That customer avatar is one person. It's one single person that you create to represent your best client. So you're going to get clients who are in your target market. You're going to get clients who are in your ideal client space, and you're going to find your customer avatar. After you go in like that, that customer avatar is the best client that you have, and you want a million of them because they're loyal, they value what you offer, they are pretty much your cheerleader. They will go out and they will talk about the business that you have to other individuals. So they're really a referral person for you. Um, and they enjoy working with you as much as you enjoy working with them. So that is your customer avatar. When you get to that part where you want a customer avatar, you will give them a name, you'll give them a face, a gender, what kind of speaking voice do they have. All of this is really fictitious because you can't really point that person out to an individual. But what you can do is point them out in a broad spectrum of people because of the language that they're using. So I like to say, you give them, and I don't know what religion you are, but it's the pastor's approach. You are sitting in a crowd of people, and that pastor's talking to somebody, and he's hitting points, and all of a sudden you feel like he's talking to me. And all of a sudden you start listening to everything because he's touched some buttons that are your buttons. So that is what you want to do when you have a customer avatar. You want to be able to speak to that person so that they know that you're speaking to them and they're ready. They're like, oh, that's my story. So you have to be able to share your story in order to get there. So you want to get to that person and have them feel a way because you're talking to them. For me, I was laid off in 2017. I didn't continue. I continued the work. I continued to start, figuring out where I am, what space I am. It took me a minute, but I did it. And I want people to know that because somebody else has that same story. Somebody else has a story of being laid off after being a high-profile worker in a corporate environment. And now they're trying to find their path in entrepreneurship, and they want to see someone who's done it already. And then that would be me. I would end up being somebody else's customer avatar. So I'm telling you that that person exists. You have to come up with a name for him. Name them John, Jacob, Jill, Janie, all J's, right? Jake, Jason, all of these are J names. So I don't care what you name that person. Give them a name, give them a face, so that when you are in a crowd of people, you are on social media and everyone's saying all of these things, that one person stands out. That's the goal we're trying to get to. So you have your target market, you have your ideal client, and now you have a customer avatar. When you get to the customer avatar space, we can do what we call customer segmentation. And customer segmentation is just taking that person and trying to find out the most you can about them. So there's 4 things that you think about under a segmentation: demographics, geography, psychographics, and behavior. Demographics, you're trying to figure out their age, gender, income, just like demographic stuff. And then geography, you're trying to figure out where they're located, what's their climate like, what region are they in, because people do things in different regions. They buy differently in different regions. And then psychographics, what's their attitude, what's their lifestyle, what are their beliefs, what do they believe in, and behavior, what are their buying habits, are they loyal, do they use the product a lot, do they, I have a friend who buys the most hair and skin products that she can find. She's always buying them, comparing them to each other. For me, I'm not doing that. I'm buying one and I'm going to stick with it. If it doesn't work, I'll buy one more. But that's my buying habit. I don't like buying a lot of those things. I want to test something out and understand if it truly works before I jump into something else. So that's my buying habit. That's her buying habit. So that's what you're trying to get to. What are their buying habits? Product use. Are they using it till its completion, or are they jumping into a different product? That's all you're trying to figure out. So demographics. These are segmentations. Demographics, geographics, psychographics, and behavior. This will help you avoid different, you'll get to see where the patterns are, and you can avoid the one size fit all messaging that you'll have, because you'll be very specific to your customer avatar. Got it so far? Like and subscribe. I have other things that I talk about and I explain to people in business, because I didn't get that. And I'm just trying to give it out to individuals who want to understand certain things in their business and help them move along faster. Okay? So after that, you can validate it with a little bit of research. So I choose a person that I think is my customer avatar, and I want to test it out. So that person, if they once they start to talk to you, you start to talk to them. You can start doing a little bit. You can do an interview. You can do surveys. You can validate your social media. You can do polling on social media. Look at the competition. What are the comments that they're leaving? Who's buying? Who are they buying from? How are they buying it? Where are they buying it? You can do analytics. Google has analytics. You can do YouTube analytics, the audience data. You can do all of these things to figure out their analytics. And then listen to the language. Listen to any type of reviews that they have. What are they saying? Listen to any forum that they in. And I know you can find all of this because people put all of their business on social media. If they had a bad experience somewhere, they will say that. If they had a good experience somewhere, they will say that. Again, this is your cheerleader. This person will, you want to make sure you take care of them. All right. So let's start again. Your target market is here. Your target market is a broad audience. And then you narrow it in to the best fit to the buyer, which is your ideal client. And then you take it even closer to your customer avatar. This person has a name, has a face, has a gender, has all of those things, because this is the person you are selecting your messaging for. This is the person that you're marketing to. And all of a sudden, once you have that person and they start buying from you, you don't even care about the other people because they weren't your client anyway. All right. So here's an example I can give you as I'm wrapping up. As I'm wrapping up, I will also give you a worksheet. It's a questionnaire to help you identify who that person is for you. So it'll ask you a series of questions and you just answer them, and it'll help you get to that customer avatar. But I want to give you an example of once it's all pulled together, what it could look like. I'm going to start here. Meet Maya, a 32-year-old professional woman in Chicago who loves fitness but struggles with meal prep. She scrolls Instagram for healthy recipes. She follows wellness coaches and is willing to spend $200 a month for convenience and health. That's who I'd buy. That's who I'd build for my marketing for. So you come up with a story for them, and that's who you'll build all your marketing around, because she hits all of those things. So hopefully this was helpful for you. I have a community of people who continue to talk about these things and give me examples of them in my school. So I'll ask you to meet me in school. That's SKOOL. The link is in the subscription, in the description of things. And yeah, so meet me there. Like and subscribe, and then meet me at school. This is Katrina Roddy. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Goodbye and good luck from Dream Forward University.